All right, everybody, we're hopping in here to take a look at the new INT, well, I say new INT Future Gohan. He's been out for a few weeks, but we're taking a look at INT Future Gohan here in the new ZAMASU Red Zone fight. That's actually what's new is the ZAMASU Red Zone here, the Fusion ZAMASU Red Zone. Let me adjust my mic a little bit here. Okay. There we go. It's a little bit more on my level now. So, this Future Gohan is very powerful. I have not done my EZA tier list yet, but I think I would put him at 2. That's kind of where I'm feeling at the moment in this celebration. And we actually got a really lucky break here on our first turn. The AoE is in slot 2. This Gohan is pretty solid, but at full HP, he doesn't have his damage reduction, and we would be relying on a 50% chance to guard with a Trunks on rotation for like a main defensive boost here. So it's actually really good that we got the AoE in slot 2. Another thing as well, this ZAMASU loves to super attack just like immediately. So if we take a lot of damage here, it should drop us below, what is it, the 80% HP? Is it 80 or 70? 70% or less HP, then we get his 58% damage reduction here. So we're starting out. We do have a really good opening return. We have an opening turn here for him. With Gowasu and ZAMASU on rotation, giving him Cold Judgment and 70% defense support. Obviously, Vegeta and Trunks are going to look really good here, and their defense is going to go up once the turn actually locks in. Let's go ahead and grab them a stack. We'll not be super greedy. We'll save some of these physical orbs for next turn for physical Trunks if we take a lot of damage here. We don't really need to get orbs with either of these other two characters. He's obviously starting out at 12 key. And they're essentially at 12 key, right? They only need 1 key sphere to super, and even if we could give them 0 key spheres on this turn, they get 6 when fighting an extreme class enemy. So, alright, we do get supered immediately. I actually wouldn't mind if we took this, because it would get Gohan's damage reduction up. This might do 300k, yeah, 334, which, I mean, sounds like a lot, but on an 836k HP team, is 330k really a lot of damage? Maybe, in the grand scheme of things, but, I mean, I don't think people have quite adapted their thinking yet. They just see like, oh god, 330k damage, that's so much. And it's like, well, I mean, it is a lot of damage, but it's not even half health. Like, we're still thinking like our teams are at maybe like 650 HP or something like that. You know, we see 330 and we're like, oh god, that's it, that's a killing blow. And it's like, well, that's like 40% of our HP. It's a lot, it's a big chunk. But now Gohan has his damage reduction active, so he's going to be taking double digits from everything. And they're at double digits from everything else, too. So it's like, was it really that much damage? I mean, it's a lot of support on rotation here for them, but maybe I'm coping. Another side motive that I have here is that these fights are letting me get a lot more usage in here of Vegeta and Trunks, the Blue Goku and Vegeta, Gohan and Trunks, who I think are all competing for top 10 LR spots in the game. So eventually, whenever I do my LR tier list, I'll have, you know, this footage in mind that I can go back to, or I can just think about it and think about my feelings, you know, things like that. What do we want to do here? I kind of want to leave it just like this. That may seem crazy, but if I leave it like this... yeah, let's leave it like this, because then we can get Gohan next to Gohan, and we can also grab all of these physical orbs. Yeah, this will be good right here. So let's grab these. That'll give us some decent healing. Trunks will take about 100k damage here before he super attacks from the AoE, which is bad. Like, obviously, that's bad. You know, this Trunks is not like... whenever people say, like, oh, this Trunks is so good defensively, it's like, no. Trunks in his standby is good defensively. On turn 5, at the best. In this Trunks' case, it'll be turn 6. At best, that, you know, he's actually, like, decent defensively, right? Like, that's what everyone says, or even post-super attack. This ZAMASU does not play around. The reason he's the hardest boss in the game is he says, hello, and hits you with a 500k damage AoE normal on all of your characters, usually in slot 1 immediately. That is so oppressive. Like, characters like Trunks just get done in by that. You know, you can kind of skate by in these other cute little red zone fights that they dropped where they don't really attack you that much. And it's like, oh, here you go, Trunks. We got another turn with no attacks in slot 2. Here you go, baby. Baby Trunks. Oh, wow. Please dodge this, guys. Ah, they didn't dodge it. Why do you always fail me? Why do you always fail me? That unit never dodges, man. I don't know what it is. Well, when I need them to. Against this boss in particular, I've had a lot of, like, clutch dodges from them. But against this ZAMASU in particular, they're just like, nah, we're good. It's like, guys, please, like, I'm desperately begging you to dodge. Alright, buddy. I mean, at least this is only a normal. We know this is a normal, so we know we're going to survive this turn, but, like, man. This ZAMASU, I don't want to, like, he doesn't double super, but that AoE is essentially him double supering, like, on this turn. You look at, like, the damage that we took on this turn. I mean, the Blue Goku and Vegeta didn't take any, they took 220 from the actual super. Trunks took what, like 110, 107 from the AoE normal, and then like Gohan took like 70k from the normal. I mean, how much? That's like 400k damage that we took on this turn, and ZAMASU only did one super attack. That is insane. Like, Vegeta and Trunks took 330k last turn. We ate a super. Everyone else was at like double digits, or they dodged it, whatever. Vegeta and Trunks, you know, they're a pretty good defensive unit, you know. Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. But the point being is that this guy did a ton of damage to us across 2 turns. I am going to go ahead and pop the Father-Son Gallic Gun right here. We're just going to skip it. The reason I'm going to do that is, 1, it's going to make them a lot tankier here in slot 1. 2, it's going to get out of this int phase a little bit quicker. Which I don't even know if I actually want to get out of this int phase quicker, but I think I don't have a choice. Let's go ahead and grab these orbs right here. Now, Gohan does have a 50% chance to guard, or I'm sorry, yeah, he does have a 50% chance to guard because a Trunks is on rotation, and then he also has his damage reduction up, so he's at 220k, but, you know, he does have 58% damage reduction here. Then we can grab these STR orbs. I kind of want to heal, but we know that the most damage that these guys would take would be 330k, and that's right where we're at. And I think this is going to heal us a little bit. And they actually, I mean, they wouldn't actually take 330. 330 is just what we took last turn because they weren't built up yet. Now they should be fully built up. We have the Father-Son Gallic Gun, so maybe like 100 here. 125, okay. Yeah, and then this will do nothing. This should do nothing to him, and then he'll take like 70k at the end. Oh, double digits, nice. That is, that's my Gohan right there with level 10 links. I guess that's the support from the INT Gohan. So we are getting support from him. Now, the STR Gohan doesn't have, like, All in the Family or anything like that. So that just must be the extra support that he's getting right there. Alright, yeah, go ahead and give me some zeros, buddies. That's fine. So that means we get another attack in here with Gohan. Not that he, like, needs attacks or anything. But, you know, it's just an 8.1 million attack stat that we get to see here. I mean, that's pretty nice. You know, we just get to see that. There we go. Okay, we finish off this ZAMASU now. We cannot stand by with Trunks. How are the attacks looking here? We got 1 attack in the middle. I mean, we have to do this. I'm going to heal. Just because I don't trust Trunks. I'll tell you. I do not trust that boy. Maybe others do. I do not. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we don't really need to give them orbs or anything. Yeah, 483k defense. That's so good, man. So good. With a max of 30% damage reduction on this turn. That's pretty good. There we go, boys. Thank you. Thank you for making up for... don't take 50k, though. Thanks for making up for last turn, but don't take 50k. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Man, these guys, they're an interesting unit. I am not sure where I'm going to rank them yet. Vaguely in my mind, just to tell you guys some units that I have, like, close together. I have Orange, Piccolo, and Bulma. I'm kind of going back and forth on them. And then I think in fighting for, like, slots 3 through 5 is going to be Future Gohan, the GT Duo, and ZAMASU. Those units, I think, are fighting for 3 through 5. I'm not, again, this is a preliminary tier list. I'm taking all of this stuff into account. But those characters, I think, are fighting for 3 through 5. And then 6 and 7 might be the Blue Goku and Vegeta and Trunks. I think they're fighting for 6 and 7 for me. And then I guess the AGL Carnival Goku, too, would have to be in there. Because I think that Carnival Goku is pretty close to Vegeta and Trunks. Thank you, Gawasu and ZAMASU, for dodging. I appreciate that. Alright, let's just get some more footage here. And then the Super Saiyan 4 Goku might be in that section as well. How many is that? Is that 7 or 8? Let's see, we said 5. And then we got to the Blue Goku and Vegeta and Trunks, the Carnival Goku. I think that's 9, right? And then who do I put as 10? I don't know. Let's do this. Again, Gohan. Ooh, Gohan's actually in a really bad spot here because we don't have a Trunks on rotation. This is actually really bad for Gohan right here. Now his damage reduction will still kick in. But this is going to be an instance where I think my full dodge build might, might need to come into play right here. Okay. Do I float them off? Yeah, let's float them off. All right, let's grab those. Let's grab this. And if we just get wiped instantly here from Gohan, I don't want to say we have enough footage yet. So I'll do one more turn. Who is popping out as my 10th best LR? And then what's he at? Oh! 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 Ooh, dirty. Oh, 400. Ah. That was bad. Yes, go away, ad block. I'm trying to pull up a list of LRs right now. Does Trunks slide in at 10? Trunks might slide in at 10. Listen. People are really high on this Trunks. And they're like, oh, he does so much damage. And then they didn't dodge. Okay, so we're dead. Can you guys... Oh, we survived. Okay. Barely, I guess. We survived. But I'm pretty sure... How much HP do we have here? We should be able to survive the turn. Gohan has his damage reduction now. Top 10 LRs. I feel like there's somebody really obvious that I'm forgetting here. Rarity. Yeah, let's do that. Can I do rarity by release date? Where's like Truth's top 10 LRs? Let me pull that up. That's where I'm at right now. Who did he have? I feel like there's a 10 that I'm obviously forgetting. Where is it? There we go. Okay. Oh, the blue fusions. Oh my god. The blue fusions are in there too. Man, where do I rank the blue fusions? That's so hard. It's like you can't run the blue fusions in this fight. You can't. I mean, you can, but you can't. Like, this happens and you're running the blue fusions and you just die instantly, right? So, I don't know. Where do I rank them? Because I don't really like the blue fusions against Omega either. Like, you can do it. You can make it work, but... Huh... I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to have to think about that some more. But I think that, like, the first 5, I think there's, like, a clear cutoff at 5. Like, I feel really comfortable saying, like, the top 5 LRs in the game, just in no particular order right now. Like, Orange Piccolo, Bulma, you know, Gohan, not Vegeta and Trunks. What do they say? Hang on. Orange Piccolo, Bulma, the GT duo, ZAMASU, and Gohan. I think those are, like, the clear top 5 to me. Like those guys just really stand out as, like, clear cut above the rest. I put them on my teams, and I don't really feel worried about them. Now, the GT duo, you know, I've been thinking about because this fight kind of does clap them up. And those other top 4 are not getting clapped up like them in the initial phase of this fight. So, you know, that is something I have to consider. It's like they're all pretty much equal throughout the rest of the fights in the game. But that GT duo is the only one of that top 5 that I just listed that's taking like 330k from that AoE normal. Now, they're only going to do it once, but if you're running 2 of them, you do not want to be running 2 of them. So, that's something to consider. So, yeah, whenever I think about, like, these top 10 units, I start thinking about, okay, well, how do they do in this fight? And I think about them all together, kind of like in groupings like that. And it's like, okay. You know, it's like they're all pretty much at double digits from the supers, or at least, you know, post-super attack they're good. Things like that, right? Wow, we finished off that ZAMASU really quickly, by the way. Alright, can you guys handle one attack this time, please? Crazy kids. Let's grab those. Let's grab these. And then let me get back on my... Oh, let's heal again. I did not realize that we were almost dead again. I assume that's like Vegeta and Trunks took damage or something. But yeah, no, I think about... I guess Trunks would have taken damage from the AoE. Vegeta and Trunks took damage. Oh, that's a really good dodge. But yeah, I think about these units. I'm like, okay, I'm really comfortable putting these guys, like, together in a tier. And then I compare, like, okay, well, how do they all do against this fight? And it's like, okay, their performance is all about the same, but how do they do in this fight? And I think about, like, this ZAMASU fight. And it's like, okay, I consider this ZAMASU fight the hardest in the game right now. And, okay, are you at double digits from the normals? Not quite, but 80k is not too bad. Like this guy right here, 80k is not too bad. And then post-super attack, you can survive the supers, so I give you bonus points for that. And then you, if I can make it to turn 5, you give me the domain. Okay, I really like that. You have a pretty good leader skill. I like that. You know, like, I can run your team in this event. So, like, I kind of, like, pencil those things down all in my mind. And then I go to the next unit, and it's like, okay, you know, I could run your team in here, but I don't really want to. Or like Bulma, like, okay, I can't run your team at all. Things like that, you know, I pencil it in my brain, and it's like, okay. And then we get to the GT duo. Okay, yeah, I can definitely run your team in here. I like running your team. But if I run your team in here, I have 2 units that are going to take 330k per normal before they super attack from that AoE, which is usually in slot 1. In my experience, it is almost always in slot 1. So, you know, do I like that or do I not? All right, here we go. We have Gohan transformed. Let's go ahead and pop this active skill for them. I don't know that I want to put them in slot 1. This unit is really good, but they don't really have much build-up, I think, up to this point. How are they looking? 546. They have guard. What to do? I guess I'll leave them in slot 1. We're at full HP. I don't think this ZAMASU hits incredibly hard. I don't think he would hit us for 836k damage with 550k defense, which it's going to go up after their slot 1 buff locks in. People like to forget that this unit gets, where is it? Oh my goodness, I can't see. It's so hard to see. Right here. 70% attack and defense, and guards all attacks as the first attacker in the turn. They forget that they get that extra 70% defense, so their defense right here is not 546k, it's actually like closer to maybe like 575, 600, something like that, on this turn. I guess let's grab this, and then we'll grab the STR key right here. This is a good turn for Gohan. 5 out of 7 links activated. We're missing his 2 main defensive links, but, you know, Gowasu and Zamasu are on the other rotation, and nobody on... They decided not to give this guy All in the Family, which is kind of odd. I would have rather him had, like, All in the Family over maybe, like, Golden Warrior. This key link did not get a good buff from the link level update. For some reason, they just kept it at 1 key. Pretty bad. Alright. Yeah, let's do this and see how it goes. This is also a test for Vegeta and Trunks as well. You know, I'm saying that they're still in the top 10. Let's see how they do here in slot 1 against, you know, like, the hardest-hitting physical boss in the game. So let's see how they do here from a super attack. Before they can even super, let's see how they tank it. 455. Again, that's a lot of damage. However, we have 835k HP. So we still have a lot of HP to work with now. So... you know, that's not terrible, and if they had gotten a super attack off, which I found that this Zamasu is pretty sporadic with his super attacks, it's like if they had, you know, been able to do this first, they would have maybe shaved off like 100k, 200k off of that super attack, so, you know, I mean, at that point, it would have been taking it really well, so, yeah, I mean, that's definitely really impressive. You know, people keep saying this unit's fallen off, but there they are, tanking slot 1 on turn 3, the hardest physical hitting boss in the game, so you know, I think that's pretty good. You know, if you guys don't think that warrants a top 10 spot in the game, also they're supporting this rotation with an active skill buff. You know, I don't really know what does warrant a top 10 unit in the game anymore, I guess, you know. You put Trunks there and see what happens if you put Trunks in that slot, you know, let me know. Let me know what happens when you put Trunks there, you know. Your top 10 unit in the game, you're maybe like top 5. Let me know what happens when you... Oh, yo, Gohan, let's not take 134k, buddy. But yeah, you guys let me know what happens when you put Trunks there. Or even Future Gohan. Future Gohan's great, but how much does he take in slot 1 right there? Or Bulma. Or, you know, the Blue Goku and Vegeta are pretty good. They could dodge it, in theory. You guys let me know what happens, though, whenever you put them there. I think we're going to finish this guy off on this turn, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Nice. I would say, overall, this is a pretty effective showcase for the INT Future Gohan. 135k is a lot of damage. But it's not like the worst ever, and he did a ton of damage on this turn. Oh, we can get the KO screen. Yeah, let's do that. Hell yeah, man. Oh, we can get their fusion, too. Well, let's get this guy, though. We're in part 2 now. Sorry, guys. You guys had your chance to get your KO screens in. Let's go ahead and get Future Gohan's KO screen in right here, so... let me know what you guys think. Let me know what your thoughts are on top 10 units in the game right now. Or, well, specifically top 10 LRs. I don't like to intermingle, like, TURs and stuff, so... yeah, I mean, listen, this unit... people keep saying they're not top 10 anymore. I'm just saying, they looked pretty good here, and in every other video I've done, and, you know, I brought them into, like, every fight in the game. I still feel really comfortable doing that. So I'm just saying, I don't know, maybe I'm just luckier than everybody else. Oh, no, not them. I want to look at their build real quick. No, stop clicking on them. Here we go. How's their build? Oh, I could upgrade this to a level 7 if I have one. Yeah. Yeah, listen, I don't even have defensive equips on them. Yep. Alright, well, let's get Gohan's KO screen, and let me know what you guys think about Future Gohan. I mean, he's going to be a decent option for this fight, but he's not going to be like he is in the other fights. Every other Red Zone fight right now, he's just clobbering it, but because this final boss is, like, physical, and after he super attacks, he's doing, like, 900k normals or something like that, this Future Gohan's good, but his loss of defense whenever he transforms, it really does start to hurt him. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. Let's get LR Future Gohan's active skill.
Gohan! 甘ったれてんじゃねえぞお前の力はこんなもの